Hello, this will be my final Squamish Market update for 2019. So I want to take a moment to wish you all the best for the holiday season. 2019 was a bit of an odd year, but in many ways they all are. So our Squamish Market is very much affected by the Greater Vancouver market, which for the better part of the year was quite slow. This, paired with media doom and gloom, would lead many people to think it's been a down year. In fact, at least in Squamish, we're up about 3% this month over 2018 November. The fact remains that people want to be in BC, and even more so in Squamish. This, in concert with historically low interest rates, makes me think that we could be in for a very interesting spring. Of my last 4 listings this year, we saw 2 that sold very, very close to asking, and 2 that sold over asking. I think there's a fair possibility we're going to be seeing more multiple offers in 2020, particularly in certain sectors. So let's look to these stats. As you can see, less active listings and more sales, and this is what drives prices up. Once that sales to active ratio here goes over 20% and starts to become a seller's market, buyers agents need to be sharp and be ready. As I mentioned earlier, we're up 3% over this month last year on the HPI benchmark price. I'll go through these right here, but however, we're not quite at the pinnacle of where we were in early 2018. We actually saw detached homes go over 1 million in very early 2018. Condos up here in the high over 700 townhouses over 700, condos quite high too. So I feel like it's getting close to that, as you can see. In condos, really close. Townhouses inching back, single family homes inching back, and I wouldn't be surprised that if by early 2020 or the spring that we're right back up to these previous peaks. The one thing that I want to say that I have some concern is with the number of new attached units being completed in 2020. As you can see by looking around town, there's a lot of cranes up, there's a lot of stuff being built. But you should know that the vast majority of these projects have been pre-sold. That doesn't mean that a lot of the people who've purchased in there are speculators, and I expect that some of those will come back on the market. But I am, let me say, cautiously optimistic that demand will be able to keep up, even with this supply. Certain townhouse complexes, I'm very confident that we're going to see increased demand pressure and not enough supply, which is going to drive prices up. And I'm very confident with single-family homes. I feel that there's so little supply, particularly attractive homes that have revenue potential. I feel that we could be in for a new peak in early 2020. I think the spring would, if you're in a single-family home, could possibly be one of the very best times to cash out of Squamish, I suppose. As always, I love talking about Squamish real estate. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. I want to wish you all a Merry Christmas and a prosperous 2020 that's filled with good health and abundant joy. Thank you. With gratitude, Scott.